Welcome to Comms Business Live. We are here reporting directly from the Avaya Partner Summit in Dubai. I have with me Ahmed Helmy, CTO of Avaya International. Welcome to the show, Ahmed. How are you?
Thank you very much, David. I'm doing fine. I hope you are enjoying your day too.
I'm having a great time, thank you.
Great.
So first of all, I wanted to pick up on some of the announcements around the CPaaS proposition that you've announced today.
Yes.
Do you want to give us a bit of an update where are the new things that the channel partners here will be excited to learn about?
So today there was a hot topic around the API economy and how Avaya really addressed the importance of APIs. We provide our customers multiple APIs options. It can be either private, internal APIs or public APIs. And the way we tend to start producing these public APIs by putting them on more like a portal or a CPaaS-like platform. This allows the customers and the partners to utilize this kind of APIs to enhance and modernize the current platforms. Like for example, if you want to do some kind of social network connectivity, you don't need to worry about the startup cost, how can I install this on-site, but you go to the CPaaS platform and the portal, you find public published APIs, utilize the APIs, and that is where you make use of it, you test it, you overcome the risk, the uncertainty. Do I really need this technology? So we help you to test it, make sure this is what you need, and then if you like it, you use it, you pay for it. If you don't like it, at least you have decided what you want to do. So this CPaaS approach is helping us to produce quick solutions, help the customer and partner to test it, and at the same time, it avoids this complexity about going into a full design or architecture or infrastructure approach.
Yeah, well, hopefully the bell's not distracting you too much
That's
today.
okay. They are calling them all to go inside to see the demos, but I think we are cool.
Excellent. Okay, so APIs, so you're really utilizing this technology to bring the CPaaS to life, essentially, and making it channel friendly.
Yes, you see, when we produce a solution, you have a solution that comes out with specific features and capabilities. But there is no one solution that fits everyone. You go to each customer, when you start building your digital journey with them, each customer wants to personalize the journey based on the need of his customer and based on the need of his employees, even internally. So the only way you can really adopt this is by making sure that your platform is flexible to adapt and add new capabilities. Some capabilities you can add it by using the private local APIs on the platform, and some APIs that are publicly on the cloud, which will allow you to do the integration needed. So we used to focus so much on only on-premise or on the, I would say, platform-related APIs, more like that. But now with the Avaya approach to focus on the cloud more, CPaaS and APIs on the cloud is becoming now a new approach for us.
Wow. So effectively, you're making CPaaS now channel ready. There's been a lot of talk in our market about it's too soon for CPaaS, it's too soon for channel, and that's potentially reality.
Yeah, it is. It is reality. We have launched one or couple of the APIs. One of them is related to the conversational AI. Other is related, coming in a few months, related to the WhatsApp integration, which again, if you think about it, doesn't make any sense if we have such integration through an on-premise connector. We build it on CPaaS platform, we abstract the API, we take all the complexity in the background, we do the work for the partner and the customers, and we give them a much simpler, straightforward API which they can use to develop the integration with the digital channels that exist also on the cloud, like WhatsApp, like Facebook, like Twitter and others.
Wow, allowing partners to create their own innovation, essentially.
Absolutely, they can create the innovation, they can assess the risk, they can, if there is any uncertainty about any technology. Some customers think that they should start with everything, but then they discover when they start using it that maybe they should go back, downscale and try something better. Also, when you analyze your customers, you understand that maybe your customer wants to focus more on messaging more than email or chat. So it depends. We give them the chance to test, and when they test, they know what they want, and they can then subscribe and then continue to use the solutions.
Okay, you mentioned chat there. Obviously, at GITEX just 6 weeks ago, the social network for chatbots was launched. And tell us a little bit about that and the reasons behind that.
Yeah, so usually we do chatbots, as everyone knows chatbots. It's the standard conversational AI, either a personal assistant or part of the customer service. Any chatbot that we have been implementing with our customers, usually you train the chatbot on the amount of data that you can provide a chatbot. So if you want the chatbot to know about your business, to answer questions, you have to give them data, they learn, and they start answering the questions, maybe 5, 6 questions, then the customer might be escalated to a live agent. But we found that how can we make this conversation get longer? What would make a customer stay longer with a single chatbot? And we found that a lot of cases it's related to the amount of information that the chatbot can provide. And sometimes this information can be outside of the domain.
Yeah.
So if I have a chatbot that's very oriented around financials, or maybe even a specific bank or a specific institute, and I want to get this bot to answer a couple of questions about other stuff that also can be related to financial.
Yeah.
How can I do that? How can I train my bot? It's almost very complicated, especially that sharing data, I would say even worthy data that has been cleaned up, data that's been structured properly, and that AI chatbots can really learn from it, is very hard. And we haven't seen a lot of people doing this very well. So we said, okay, you know what, if I have a chatbot that's very good in financial sector, and there's another chatbot that's very good, let's say, in public services, and another chatbot for hospitality or healthcare, and I feel like my business should have some kind of connection to these other businesses, and maybe customers that are visiting my chatbot, I have analyzed the questions, and some of these questions actually I could not answer because I don't have this information about other stuff.
Yeah.
So what we did is we created this social type network, and this network allows you to add your chatbot as a user. So you create it with a handle, you create a picture, everything that you do for yourself on social network, you do it for your bot, and you identify some skill sets for your bot. And as the bots interact with the customers, the moment they receive a question or any queries that have low confidence to answer, instead of pushing them toward a live agent, the bot will go back to the network and say, I have this kind of topics and questions. Do I have any bot in my network that have the right skill and high level confidence to answer it? So what will happen is the bot will get a recommendation, maybe 2, 3 bots that can actually address this. And the one with the highest confidence will be taking these questions, providing him the queries, and then he can post them. The way we have designed it is that the bot that's actually talking to the customer, you don't feel it. You feel you are still talking to the same bot. So everything's happening in the background.
Wow.
You feel as if this bot have all this knowledge. So a single bot becomes like multi-domain expertise. We're still also developing on it, trying to host it on cloud or on-premise for some specific customers. It's still evolving. We're still doing some exercises, workshops to make it better. But I think the idea itself, the way we have demoed it, the way we have built the prototypes, is getting a lot of attraction, especially for customers who felt that they have challenges with data to really train their chatbot to become very, I would say, efficient.
Wow, so that's you're building this chatbot around this sort of knowledge base. It's an interesting concept.
Yes.
So what's next for the chatbot then? What are you expecting to see from this landscape in 2019?
So look, chatbot, if I talk about it from the feed, what we see it in the feed specifically when it comes to customer experience and what we call employee experience, the personal assistance, I think the chatbots still have to go through some maturity. They are not there yet, but definitely the speed where they are developing is quite well overall. But I think also the more we see more chatbots integrated together, the more chatbots learning from each other, this is something gonna drive the chatbots to become more relevant. You have chatbots that more on the public side, like Alexa, like Google Home, like many things that you use on daily basis, and you have chatbots that are mainly inside the enterprise, following the regulation, segmentation, and security. There's still some worries. How can we bring the inside out and the outside in? How can then I make a chatbot inside the enterprise also available for customers who are just talking publicly?
Yeah.
So these kind of barriers, I think in the next couple of years we have to overcome so that the bots can really extend their capabilities and knowledge, and they can become more relevant to the people so that they can extend the conversation much longer than just a couple of questions and answers.
Well, it's a very exciting time for bots and AI in general, I think.
Absolutely.
So, Ahmed, thank you very much for joining me on the show. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the event. Lots of partners here, so I'm sure you're keen to go and educate a few of them here. So
thank you very much,
thank
David.
you.
Have a nice day.
And thank you for watching Comms Business Live. Don't forget you can catch up with all the action on the hashtag Ideas to Inspire and Experiences That Matter. My name is David Dungay. Thank you very much for watching.